Hi, welcome back to the Ornery Latina. Anyway, today's subject is going to be on those irritating people like Barack Obama who lie, cheat, and steal. I think nothing is worse than people who lie, cheat, and steal. And we've had 8 years of that. And it is so funny because liberals seem to love him, but I hate him. And anybody who voted for him, I'm sorry, you're just a fuck tool. Speaking about which, I work for a company, and I'm not going to tell you the name of them until I get another job, because I don't want to be like left in a pinch. But only a desperate fool would want to work for minimum wage and make those piddly little $5 commissions on collections when every time you get a collection, your boss makes half the money or more. Actually more than half, and you get that little fraction. But they make money no matter what. Say if you make $5, they make 15. Okay, say if you make $20, or no, say if you make $10, they make 20. So for every 5, you know, they double it. Okay, and sometimes they make, you know, more than that. So anyway, long story short, you get something in your name, or you help somebody pay their bill. Okay, you do that. It's a good thing. That puts money in your pocket and in the corporation's pocket. And don't mean to be pounding the table, but say you do that, and then your boss gets the call back, and they give their credit information, and instead of giving you the credit, they say, "Oh yeah, your person called back today, but oh, I forgot to put it in your name." And they do this over and over and over again. And corporate's looking at the stats, going, "Boy, your boss is a rock star. And she's keeping all the commissions," and then she goes, "Oh yeah, I'll give you $5 for that, or I'll give you $10. But those $5 and $10 don't come unless you hound her. And see, when you cheat a Boricua, let me tell you, when you cheat a Boricua, I am like a pit bull. I'm like, "Boss, where's my $5? Where's my $5? Where's my $5? Or, you know, I need my $5. And I'll just repeat it over and over again. Most people wouldn't remember, and over time they might forget, but not me. I remember everything, and I keep track of everything because I'm just that way. But what gets me is the $5 or $10 here and there. It kind of adds up when you figure, say for everyone that she tells you about, what about the ones that she doesn't tell you about? "Oh, I want you to do this book for new business development," and you do that book, and you reach out to these clients and these people, and well, guess what? They come in and they talk to her, and because you're scheduled so little on the clock, that of course she's going to get the commission. And this happened to me at Sears, and you know, they put this little like go-getter to bring in the business, and then they limit your hours, and then they give the fat cats, or the people with no personality, all the hours and all the money, and then plus they get the commissions too. And it really kind of gets old a little bit. So you got one person making a lot of money, and then you have these little like people working around it, like scrapping. And I thought to myself, you know, I finally want to go into business for myself, and it's the good kick in the ass that you need to do that. But you know, Barack Obama doesn't make it really that great for people in business. It seems to me that the people that are really generating the business are the people at the way top that are able to write everything off and screw the little people at the bottom. And it seems like we're getting the squeeze more and more because of the Obamacare. Well, you mandate insurance, health care for these companies, and they cut back their employees to work under 20 hours a week. Well, they can't work any more than 20 hours a week because of that. We don't want to pay any health care benefits. And so you keep them part-time, and so those people aren't able to really make a very good living because they want total availability but no responsibility. It's just like that guy saying, "Hey, D, let's go out and we can, like, you know, fuck like rabbits, pretend we're married, and yet, you know, we'll be the friends with benefits things or whatever, but you will not ever be that wife." That's what big corporate does to everybody. It's like that friends with benefit thing, but, you know, without the benefits. You know, it benefits them, it doesn't benefit you. And it gets old. And people like this all over the place are going to settle for those little crumbs because what? they can replace you, because really they don't want you to think, they don't really want to grow you into the company or give you ownership or a piece of it. Basically they want to just use you. So anyway, it made me think about everything. It made me think about how the last 8 years of our country has worked. And it really hasn't worked, because so many people are not working, and so you have a lot of people on government subsidies and handouts, and you have a lot of illegal immigrants coming in. And speaking of which, the one illegal immigrant that comes in and does the janitorial work just didn't show up for her shift today. So my boss says, oh, I'm going to have to call her, but I can't talk to her because she doesn't understand me. And I said, you know, how is it in America that we can hire people to do a job, and yet when you want to say, well, you have to come in on Monday, or no, you can't just take off whenever you want, but then you have to call a translator, or you have to get somebody that's unrelated to that job to call up that person so you can have a conversation with them to communicate. And I'm just baffled. There's so many Americans looking for work that can't find work, but yet we insist that we need people that are coming from overseas to come in and fill these slots. And I think it's a real scam, and I think it's real ugly, and I'm not feeling very positive, but I do feel positive about Donald Trump. I do. And you might want to call him a bigot or a racist or whatever, but I call him a patriot, and I call him a good man, because I've seen him grow business, and I've seen him do amazing things, and not just talk about it, but actually do it. And I feel like, you know, there for once in the last 8 years, we do finally have some real hope for a change. And I'm excited about this week. I am excited about I cannot say this word, you guys. Will, help me out.
Inauguration.
Okay, there it is. We're going to have one of those. Anyway, you guys, hang in there. It's a coming.